Hello wonderful people, watch me as I make this package of snack. So I want to start with my fish roll. So in the bowl I have 6 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, and my next ingredient will be half cup of evaporated milk. I have everything in the caption for people that can catch the ingredient easily. Then I added a cup of sugar. However, because the sugar did not fill up to the brim of the cup, I added 1/3 of another cup. So now I have my 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 egg is added to the mixture. And next I'm gonna add my margarine, which is 40 gram. I love to put them in cubes so that it will be easy for me to mix with the flour. So I'm so happy that you are here to see the process, and I will be glad if you are able to try it out and comment in the session to let me know how it goes. You can see that I'm showing you the process so that you can pick everything out and do it easily. So my next step is to add the water, and I want you to know that I can't give measurement for the water, but the outcome of what you're doing will let you know if you're doing it right. So when you add the water, you try to make sure that all your dried ingredient is mixed together. Once it forms a ball and it is not sticky on your hands, then you know that yes, you have gotten a good texture that would work perfectly for the fish roll that we are about to make. So I have my fish, onion, green onion all fried up with my seasoning, of course. So I have that set aside. So I just want to show you how I roll out my dough, and I add the fish roll before I start the frying. So I have my dough. Sorry, the recording shifted a little bit. However, you're still going to see what everything still turns out to be. So I have the dough cut into small balls. Then once I have it all rolled out, all put in balls, then I'll start rolling it out and start adding my filling. So here we go. Because I don't want it to be sticky, I add dried flour as much as I could to the mixed dough, and I'm using my rolling pin to roll it out. You don't want it to be too thin and you don't want it to be too thick. So just giving it a good consistency with the flatness, so that when you add your fish mixture and you roll it out, at the frying process is not going to burst into the oil. If it is too thin, then you might see that. But if the dough you rolled out is of good consistency, it's just gonna stay perfectly all covered up. So you can see the first process that I did. So I just continued the process. filling out the rolled out dough with my fish filling and rolling it using water as my seal. For the sealing part too, you have to be very, very careful to make sure that the edge is sealed well, so that at the point of frying it's not going to open up. It will stay so perfect. So right now, yeah, I just have the few fish roll that needed to be rolled out so that I can complete that. And after doing that, I have some dough left. And may I tell you that you can use the same dough for fish roll for your egg roll as well. It's the same ingredient. So luckily for me, I had cooked eggs available, so my remaining dough, I just decided to put some eggs into it so that I can make some egg rolls out of it. Isn't that nice? So I'm just trying to put it in a ball shape, make sure that everything is well covered up. So continue to watch the process before I move to my next item. I'm trying to show you this process because at times it can be difficult to get everything all covered up. And while frying, once it opens up, you don't really see the beauty of what you have done. So just taking your time to roll it. If you see, when I press it, try to press it out to make it flat, it is not too thin. You don't want it to be too thin. If the layer is too thin, trust me, it's gonna burst and your egg is gonna fall off. So that's it for that. So my next mixture is my puffpuff. So I added 2 cups of flour, my next ingredient will be my yeast, and that will be 2 teaspoons of yeast. I'm being slow in this process. 1 teaspoon of salt so that I can show you the process. Somebody told me that the other video that I showed was a little bit fast, so they had to be stopping it and rewinding and checking it out. So that's why I'm just taking my time to show you the step by step. So bear with me because I want you guys to all get the process. Then 1/2 cup of sugar. I added a little because the sugar wasn't heaped up, and I mean because I want the puffpuff to be sweet, so that was why I just wanted the sugar to be enough. So now I'm going to add my warm water, but this time around I decided to add some evaporated milk. But before I start adding the liquid mixture. I just use my spatula to mix the dried ingredient first. Then my liquid is gonna come in shortly. So I have my warm water. I added evaporated milk. So you can only, if you want to use just water, that is fine. I mean, I've done that. If you watch my previous videos, you see that I used only water, but this time around I just decided to add some evaporated milk. So after doing that, I wasn't deciding if I should use a container, but I eventually used a film wrap, and I set it aside to double up in size. So my next item here is my chicken suya. You can see I have the chicken in the bowl. I added the stated ingredients in there, and I mixed everything. Then I set it in my pan. After having everything all set in the pan, I now turned on my active fry. I used the grill function here, the grill, because I wanted to grill the chicken, and I have it all set, and that's going on fine there. Then I'm back to fry the dough that I've rolled out. The oil is hot enough for me to start frying. So you can see I'm dipping in my fish roll, and if you can see, the oil is not too hot. And when I want you to know that when you are frying, that you want to be very conscious of the temperature, so that, which will allow you, when it's not too hot, it allows whatever you are frying to fry and cook well. And that is exactly what I achieved here. You can see how golden brown and lovely it's looking. Yes, it's coming together. So I have some frozen samosa that I made, and it's part of what I'm doing today. However, I couldn't show you the process because this is something that I've done and I have it in the freezer. But if you want me to show you, please comment and I will surely do a tutorial for that. So, but I have my puffpuff rolling into the oil. You saw the mixture, then I just added it. Then I added the egg roll as well. Can you see? It's coming out so nice, and this is the result. Thank you for watching. Comment and share. Thank you. Bye.